we can be able to be here with all of you. We're going to be having a wonderful day today. I will let you know a little bit more in terms of the program that we are going to be having. But before I do that, we're going to receive a special warm introduction from our team at FNB. Now, when I found out that we are going to be here, I actually made a special request. That if we're coming to Phoenix, please, if you can possibly make available this lady to come and do this introduction for us today. Please try and find time in her calendar, and luckily they informed me that she will be able to be here with us. I believe it's just about an hour. They managed to clear in her calendar to be able to be with us, so I'm very excited for our introduction. Our next speaker we're going to have is a veteran of the financial services sector with over 15 years of expertise. She's an area manager for F&B business in KZN. She helps business scale from day one startup to 10 million rand enterprises. Please join me in welcoming a true champion for South African entrepreneurs from FNB, Precious Machola. Please help me welcome Precious to the stage.
Sure, Baba, I feel like such a superstar. Thank you. Good morning, all. On behalf of FNB, I think Papa has already mentioned my name. On behalf of FNB, I would like to warmly welcome each and every one of you to this event for today, or the workshop for today, called Monetize Your Business. And I think mostly, thank you for taking the time and making the time out of your busy schedule. Papa mentioned my busy schedule. I think yours is busier than mine. But I think you taking the time to be with us today shows the keenness and understanding the value that your businesses bring and drive towards driving a better economy. So thank you once again for your time. I think a special acknowledgement as well to our partners, our stakeholders that worked behind the scenes to make this event come to realization, to the facilitators that will be on stage, our regional support teams, and all contributors that made this event possible. I would also like to thank our collaborative partners, be it from the community space, from the municipality space, that actually worked behind the scenes with us to make this event a success. I do believe it is those type of collaborative engagements that make our regions, our economy at large, succeed even further. Here today is trust me, we not here to sell products. We do have products that we sell, but today we are here to help you sell your products, right? Because we understand that sustainable businesses are built through knowledge, skill, discipline, and the right support at the right time. Monetize Your Business is one of our programs that help us engage with our entrepreneurs to get them to that right level. I mentioned that the program is not about selling, it's about helping you sell your product. It's about equipping you with practical insights, understanding your customers better, understanding which products are making you money, understanding how to read into your cash flow, leverage off the digital and social platforms, and ultimately learning how to monetize the business that you are building. I think for me, what makes Monetize Your Business even more interesting is the fact that it does not end today. It does not end with this event. From today on, there will be ongoing platforms such as WhatsApp communities, webinars, podcasts, and digital platforms that will allow us to continue staying connected, to continue to learn, and to continue to support each other. I do, however, encourage each and every one of you to please stay engaged, participate, ask questions. Team of bank at the back that are able to engage with you should you want to inquire on our solutions in terms of how we can help you start, run, and grow your business. We have our specialist from merchant services. Should you require assistance, we have a whole host of the banking team. And if you do stay close to the team, they will let you know on some exciting news that we have coming up from a Speed Point perspective. Yeah, I think that is about it. Once again, welcome, and I hope you find today's session insightful, inspiring, and you really take out the value out of it. Wishing you all the very best. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that again. Thank you, Precious, and for making that time available. I know we've only managed to book an hour in your calendar, so we're very much appreciative of that. So let me let you know what is going to be happening today. As I mentioned, I'm your host for today, Papa Biz. In fact, before I go into that, where's the roaming mic? Where is the roaming mic? Okay, the roaming mic. So that you know what to expect for today. Where is Zandile Makaya? Zandile, where are you? Zandile, okay, please bring the roaming mic to Zandile over here, and I'll let you know why we are going to let her speak first. Zandile was the very first person to arrive this morning. Give her a round of applause, Zandi. And just to be able to honor you, if you can just stand us, let us know your name, what is your business.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Zandile Makanya from Bootkin Trading. We are manufacturing the sauce, chili sauce, and the beetroot sauce. And I'm expecting to get some chinchi so that we're able to take our business to the next level. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, the purpose of this workshop, this is a two-way conversation. It's going to be a two-way conversation. If we have this workshop today and you only hear from us on stage, we have all failed ourselves. There will be opportunity when we ask for questions. Please put your hands up and be able to ask so you can get the answers that you are looking for. Are we in agreement? Okay, great. So as I mentioned, I'm your host for today, Papa Biz. So let me let you know how this program is about Monetize Your Business. So myself, my background, I studied actuarial science and was fortunate enough, Hetty and I, we met many years ago at Pretoria University. And then we moved on further when in 2010, let all of you ladies know, please, I am married. So Hetty and I, we got married in 2010. We got very excited that, and as we're looking to grow in our various professions, we started to think maybe one day we could start a business. Hetty she was working at the bank, she was head of the department there, and then I ended up being a vice president at the bank that I worked. Now, as we were looking, we weren't really sure, we just started then became the fastest growing retail chain in South Africa, focused on African clothing. That was our very first business. It was called P&H Boutique. We then went on to start up other businesses in property and online and agriculture and different things to get a lot of recognition and awards, and then we were on top billing, and people started really reaching out to us. How can we grow our business? On TV and on the news, we see you guys grew your business just using your own money. Help us to grow business as well. So as these questions started to come through, we started to teach a little bit, and then we started to teach online, especially during COVID. And then something happened that I'm sure all of you can relate to. Have you ever noticed if you're growing a business, especially in the beginning, you start to ask and question yourself and think, am I really the person to grow this business? Am I really the qualified person to run this business? And when the doubt set in, we were very fortunate. One of our mentors, Vusi Tebukwayo, he said to us, Papa, God never calls the qualified. He qualifies the called. And with that, we really started to set in to say, cool, we can do this. We can be those to go out and really train other entrepreneurs in terms of how to grow a business, how to monetize a business. We started to grow quite aggressively. We then managed to have our flagship event that we started a few years back that was called the End Event. We have it at the we had different speakers, different corporations that came through. Speakers like Vusi Temo, Lira come and speak at that event. In we flew in different speakers across the continent, and we just under 1,000 different businesses purchased to be at this event to come and learn from us. It was a game changer. Companies started to work with us to ask, how can we, so that entrepreneurs across this country can learn what you are teaching and they don't have to pay? Is there a possibility that we could do that? We're very fortunate that F&B came knocking on at our door. We had a meeting of the minds, and together we discussed how we could do this so we could go across South Africa teaching what we know about how to monetize, how to grow businesses, and that the businesses can come and do not pay. And that's what we have today, to Monetize Your Business program, which we travel nationwide, imparting onto entrepreneurs just like yourselves. And on this note, if you can give a round of applause to FNB for thanking them for having allowed us to continue and bringing us here. So that's how the program came about, and that's why we're here today. Now, let me let you know what the agenda will be through for today. We're going to start off with a masterclass segment. After the masterclass segment, we will break for networking. After the networking break, session and a Q&A. After the Q&A session, we will then get into the pitching segment. Now, let me see by a show of hands, how many of you applied to pitch your business? Raise my, how many of you applied with the form to pitch your business? Let me see, rise them up, keep them up, keep them up. Everybody look around, look around. Okay, now I want you to know, I got a fright on Monday when I saw only 13 people had applied. But luckily, I saw in the end, the pitching numbers ended at 69 businesses that applied to pitch their business. I was so impressed when we saw that. Wow, give yourselves a round of applause for that. And we're lucky then the team, so they went through and will be able to, fortunate enough to listen. I believe it's about 6 or 7 that will be pitching their business, and we'll be able to see who the winner that comes out of Phoenix. If you're not selected, don't be dismayed. Don't be too sad. We'll be able to take lessons who comes onto stage, so that if an opportunity comes for ourselves, we can also impart and take forward. And for that, I can see some of you are looking a bit confused. Those who are unaware, When we end off, there will be a pitching competition. And the grand prize for the pitching competition will be 20,000. Courtesy of FNB, get a round of applause for that. So we will find out a little bit later who our winners will be. After they announce the winners, we will then break off for lunch. So we due to finish off at 1 o'clock. Okay, that's how we'll be going through for today. So the theme for today is how to sell online. The theme for today is and how to sell online. And I want you all to know our goal for today is that when you leave here, you will all say to us at the end, wow, I can't believe we learned all of that today for free. That is our goal. We want to impart onto you. Now, I know that when a speaker comes onto this stage, they will feed off of your energy. If you give low energy, they will also give low energy. So we want you all to give high energy when a speaker comes onto this stage. But especially those who will be pitching, because it's not easy on this stage. Are we in agreement? We're going to give high energy for the speakers. Are we in agreement? I don't trust all of this here. Let's test over here. So what I want to do is straight down this row and to my, you are all group A. Straight down from you. Don't look elsewhere. I'm talking about you. Straight down here. To my left, you're all group A. Okay? Then straight down on this row, to my right, you're group B. Okay? Straight down here, to my right, you're group B. Now group A, when I count to 3 and I raise my hand like this, I want to hear your version of high energy and good round of applause to welcome a speaker onto this stage. Do we understand? Okay, I'm going to count to 3 and raise my hand. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, let's go. How was that? Hey, are you guys going to be able to beat that? I don't know. Okay, let's see. Group B, I'm going to count to 3, and I want to hear your version of good energy and round of applause to welcome a speaker onto the stage. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, let's go. That's what we like. Okay, very good. Let's break off into the masterclass segment. Let me let you know a little bit of our speaker that we are having, Hetty the Entrepreneur. Hetty the Entrepreneur is a speaker on international stages. Mail and Guardian Top 200 South African Award recipient winner. Is a TEDx speaker. Was the #1 business on Vusi Tembayo's My Growth Fund. Top 1,000 African Voice. Received honorary award from the then South Africa, and most recently shared the stage with our mentor Robert Kimisaki, the author of that. Give it up and help me welcome Hetty the Entrepreneur to the stage.
Thank you so much. Good morning, Phoenix. Are you excited to be here today? Are you ready to monetize? Turn and say, I am ready to monetize. Fantastic. You and I are going to have a good day today, all right? We are going to learn, we are going to engage, we are going to network with each other, and it's going to be absolutely fabulous. You know, we like to call our community monetizers. And why we call each other monetizers is because it is important to make money in your business. It is very important for you to make money in your business. If your business is not making money, it means that it's still a hobby. So the money conversation is an important conversation. We need to normalize, make it normal, talk about money, especially in business. Because when your business makes money, you can keep the lights on. You can keep the doors open. Your business can grow. You can employ people. You can expand. All right. So today we monetizers are talking about how we can make money online. How we can make money online. Are we together? Throughout this masterclass, it's a two-way street. Please, you're not here to come and watch Hetty on a stage. That's not why you took time out of your day to be here. You and I are having a conversation today. So that means it's a two-way street. We've got a roaming mic and it's going to go through the audience, all right? Feel free to ask questions. If I've said something and you need me to go deeper, put up your hands, Hetty, go deeper. Unpack this for me. How does this work in my business so that we get the most out of this session? Are we together? Fantastic. Now, how many of you, just by a show of hands, have ever tried to buy something online? How many of you have ever bought online? Excellent. Great. So a lot of us are already buying online. We know that there is a whole world out there in terms of buying online. All right. Now, what we are talking about today is our own businesses. How do we place to be able to sell our products, our services, our knowledge? All right. Now, one of the things that I want you to know about the online space is that there are many, many, many different ways to actually sell online. Many, many different ways. Today, we are focused on marketplaces. Today, our focus is on marketplaces. How many of you know what a marketplace is? Because you know sometimes we give names to these things, but we don't necessarily know what they are. How many of you know what a marketplace is? Can you raise your hand? You know what okay, roaming mic, can you come here? I want you to explain in your own understanding what a marketplace is to the beautiful lady in the red dress. All right, you can stand up for me. Now, when we engage with each other today, all right, we must practice our public speaking. Remember, every single entrepreneur is a public speaker. So when you grab hold of a microphone, you stand with your stomach and chest out and you introduce yourself. My name is so-and-so, I am in the business of, and then you tell us what you'd like to tell us. All right, please go for it.
Okay, I greet everyone today. My name is Cindy Somalindi. I'm the director of Ezomusa Farming and Project. I reside here. Actually, this is my neighborhood.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Yes, basically, I want to go straight to what you just asked on what is marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
Marketplace is whereby it's a place where products are sold, different kind of items are sold, and everyone can come there and purchase whatever that they require according to their needs. So I can just put examples of whatever that is sold, pertaining, it can be food, it can be clothing, it can be cars as well, but it's a variety of different kinds of items that are sold in one place. That is why it's called marketplace. Thank you.
Excellent. Well done. Well done, Cindy. So that is wow. You've hit the nail on the head. You've absolutely hit the nail on the head. If you think of a physical marketplace, when you go to a market, you are going as a buyer or a seller, and you're going into the marketplace, and you are engaging with somebody that is selling something that you are looking for. And as a result, you exchange your money for a product or a service or a value. So now we are taking that same concept and we are putting it into the online space. All right. So an online marketplace or marketplace is just like a physical one, but now it's in the online space. One of the myths that I want us to do away with is the idea that you have to have your own website to be able to sell online. You do not have to have your own website to sell online. You can use other people's websites. Use other people's websites to sell online. Now, the reason why this is beneficial to you is because you get the benefit. Number one, you have not developed your own website. All right? Number two, they have got credibility. How many of you know about Take-A-Lot? Most of you know about Take-A-Lot. They have already got credibility. So you don't need to convince anybody to come and buy from you. They already have the customers on their platform. Together. They also have all of the technical skills. People can go on there, they see the product, if they like it, they're able to buy, they're able to pay online. You don't need to develop any of those technical skills. All right. So that is the benefit of using other people's websites to sell your products and services. All right. So let's give examples of places that are marketplaces. We've already mentioned Take-A-Lot. Take-A-Lot is a marketplace. We've got Amazon. Amazon is a marketplace. We've got Macro Online. Macro Online is a marketplace. We've got platforms like Kindle, platforms like your social media online marketplaces. You've got Facebook as a marketplace. Excuse me, somebody mentioned TikTok. Yes, TikTok is a marketplace as well. How many of you have ever bought on Facebook Marketplace? You've seen something you like, there we go. We've got quite a number of hands that are up. Excellent. You've got platforms like Udemy. That is also a marketplace. So there are many different marketplaces within the online space selling different things. Some marketplaces are good for clothing. Some marketplaces are good for technology products. All right? Some marketplaces are good for knowledge and education. So there are different platforms within the online space that specialize in different things. Are we together? Excellent. So I just want us to begin to start thinking about the different marketplaces. Thank you so much. I'm recovering from a cold. Thank you. I want us to begin to start thinking about some of the, take 2 minutes to write down the different marketplaces that you are aware of. The different marketplaces that you are aware of. You can write it down on a pen in your notebook, or you can write it down on your phone. Just 2 minutes. I want us to start jogging our mind to begin to think of the different marketplaces that exist in the online space. All right, just 2 minutes.
see some of you are consulting each other. That's good. Go for it. We can make it a team activity. That's not a problem at all. The different places online that you are able to buy from those websites. Let's think about that. All right, fantastic. Are you ready for me? All right, great stuff. So have you been able to think of some marketplaces? Who's going to volunteer with one of them? Just one. You can call them out for us. Which marketplaces exist? Shein. I think I heard somebody say Shein. Yes, I love Shein. I placed an order just yesterday and I got my notification this morning that it's been shipped. Shein is one, yes. Temu, absolutely. Temu is another one. Daddy's Deals, yes, yes. Amazon, absolutely. That's a good one. Alibaba, absolutely. Very, very nice one as well. Don't be shy now. I can hear whispers, but I'm not hearing it out loud. Spotify, Checkers 6060, nice one. Okay, fantastic. So these are all different platforms that we are able to buy within the online place. Now, in order for a space or a website to be a marketplace, it means there needs to be buyers and there needs to be sellers. So Shein is a very nice example because Shein doesn't make all the products that we order on there. What they do is they are connected to different factories that make the products that we buy. And when we order, they just get it from the different factories and then they send it off to us. All right. One of the things that has been trending lately is that now Temu is selling meat. I know, shocking. I know. And everyone's, guys, how do you buy meat from Temu? And it's this big thing that's trending online. But the truth is, when you order meat or any food stuff, it is not coming from China. So what they have actually done is they've partnered with local butcheries. So you buy online and then the meat comes from your local butchery. So they basically have become a delivery service for the local butcheries. So if somebody's running a butchery, the benefit for them partnering with Temu is that Temu's got the marketplace, they've got the traffic, they've got the customers, they've got the credibility, they've got everything, and all they need to do is to sell their product on there. Can you see how this thing works? Excellent. So there are different types of marketplaces and there are lots of benefits to being on these marketplaces. So I want us to talk a little bit about the different types of marketplaces that we should consider, particularly as township entrepreneurs. One of the things I need you to realize is that your business might be based in Phoenix, but the world is your customer. You might be based in Phoenix, but the world is your customer. We are now living in a time where somebody can order from you, you package it, and it goes.
So this thing of aspiring to go somewhere else where we think there are greener pastures, the greener pasture is online. The greener pasture is online. That is where your customer is. So today's conversation is to say which platform is going to work the best for my business. Are we together? People are selling online. For those of you that will indulge me, maybe just for a young 200 megs of your data, you can pull out your cell phone. Pull out your cell phone. Those of you that are on TikTok, please go to TikTok right now. Please go to TikTok right now. I promise you it will be worth your data. I promise you. Go to TikTok and I want you to search the word TikTok shop. Just say TikTok shop. TikTok shop. Once you've managed to search it, please just put your hand up for me. Once you've managed to search it, roaming mic, let's find one person who's managed to search it. You can come here to the front, roaming mic. TikTok shop. Please do stand up for us, ma'am. You can introduce yourself first, your name and the business you're in.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Wendy. My business is Mina Arts Productions. The business that I'm in is accessing finances for people like you guys. So, since you're an NGO, you come to me and I assist you to find grants. I can get you RFPs, proposals, all of this type of thing, very important to pay the money back. That's what I do.
Wow, that's amazing. That's great work you're doing. Very important work. Excellent. Thank you. So now you've searched TikTok shop. I want you to tell us, what do you see?
Okay, I see they tell you how to buy. They tell you how to register for payments. They tell you which shops are affiliated with them. They tell you how to order. You also can see a catalog of the products that they do have already placed there.
Excellent. And as you're scrolling, are you seeing people selling products themselves as well?
Yes.
All right.
There's a lady that is selling this very creamy bras. It is supposed to be soft and comfortable.
Yes. I see those are trending at the moment. Excellent. What else do you see them selling?
There's appliances, there's a baby stroller, there's a phone, there's bags, there's perfumes, there's coats and dresses.
So different products.
Yes.
It's not a thing of, oh, only if you sell hair, you can sell on TikTok. Only if you sell makeup, you can sell on TikTok. Tell me, when you saw the people that are selling, is it only men? Is it only women? Is it only young people? Only old people? Only tall people? Only short people? Only people from Phoenix? Only people from Gauteng? Are you seeing different nationalities?
It's anyone and everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is a live example to show you that anyone and everyone can sell anything online. Anyone and everyone can sell anything online. You just need to choose the platform that your customer is on. Not the one you like, the one where your customer is on. A lot of people these days, even without being on the TikTok shop, they just do live selling. You register on TikTok and you go live and they start to sell live. That is the new wave of selling. I keep encouraging people, start doing that now, because as it begins to grow, You are going to talk about the different platforms that you are able to begin selling. The first one I want us to start with is Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace. One of the nice things that Facebook has done is that they have set up a specific marketplace. You can sell anything on there. You can sell anything on there. You take a picture, you upload it onto Facebook, you put a pricing to it, you put a description to it, and then of course your contact details, etc. People are selling furniture on there, clothing on there, cell phones on there, cars on there. You can literally sell anything on Facebook Marketplace. So you are registering on there as a seller. If you have a physical product, something you can touch, you literally have no excuse. You need to be on Marketplace. Are we together? Have any, in fact, earlier on, some of you did say that you've bought on Facebook Marketplace before. One of the things I highly recommend with Facebook is to ensure that you've got a Facebook business page. By having a Facebook business page, it gives you credibility, it builds trust with your audience. Facebook Marketplace is a fantastic place for you to be able to do business. All right, we've also spoken about TikTok live selling. TikTok live selling. All right, are we together? I'm hearing music in the background. I don't know if it's like being counted down. All right. Another place that we all know of, but so many of us are scared of, and they are actually looking for you, interestingly enough, is Take-A-Lot. Take-A-Lot is a massive, massive platform. Some of you have written books, it should be on Take-A-Lot. Some of you design clothes, they should be on Take-A-Lot. Some of you make shoes, they should be on Take-A-Lot. Sauces, they should be on Take-A-Lot. Body butters, hair food, all of those things should be on Take-A-Lot. They are looking for businesses like you. They are looking for businesses like you. Now, the important thing with being on Take-A-Lot is you do need to be a registered business. That is why I always say, you treat your business like a business, not like a hobby. Make sure that it is registered. Make sure you've got a business bank account. If you do not yet have a business bank account, do not leave today's workshop without going to speak to our friends at FNB at the back. They will help you to open a business account. Some of these are simple things that will open opportunities and unlock opportunities for you. All right. Take-A-Lot needs you as much as you need Take-A-Lot. They are looking for businesses that have got unique products to offer the market. Your packaging needs to be good. Your pictures need to be good. You can even take pictures of home, to be honest with you. As long as you've got a nice plain background, white background, you can even put a nice clean and you take your images on there. The beautiful thing with Take-A-Lot is you can manufacture, create your products, and they get sent to their warehouse. Is made, it immediately dispatches. We have got mentees where their sole business is on Take-A-Lot. If you're going to be on Take-A-Lot, then you might as well be on Amazon. Amazon is also a fantastic platform to be on. It's still relatively new in South Africa, but it's got a backing because everybody has heard about Amazon. Am I right? Often at times, we want to be on the shelves in physical shops. But sometimes before you get onto the shelf,
You can be in the online marketplace. There is clicks online. Clicks online. You can register your products to be sold on clicks online. Those of you that are in the beauty industry, it's a big one for you. The reason why you want to be in the online space is because it also teaches you how to respond to the orders that are coming in. It challenges you to make sure that you are manufacturing enough product. And once you do well in the online space, it becomes easier to go into the physical stores. There's so many businesses that started online and then they got into the physical stores. Think about brands like Porsche M. You know Porsche M, right? That's not within the physical shop. So please do not think that your business is too small. Please think that your business is not worthy of being in these spaces. Do not be afraid to approach these platforms. Understand what the requirements are for you to be on their platform and then meet those requirements. Are we together? How many of you are in the food industry? Some of you, I heard some of you are. Platforms like Uber Eats. Platforms like Uber Eats exist. Are looking for businesses like yourselves, Mr. Delivery. They are looking for businesses like yourselves because people are now leveraging the online space to buy even simple things. They want to buy all of the. Are we together? How many of you are coaches, consultants, freelancers, etc.? Excellent. I see some hands that are up. Your business is selling your knowledge. Your program or a webinar that you want to sell to the public. Platforms like Udemy, fantastic platforms. Fantastic platforms. Platforms like Teachable, fantastic platforms. You can upload your courses onto there and people. Once again, we are using other websites to sell our products and services. Are we together? To do this because it allows us to know and it allows us to be open things on So the more reviews that you have, especially positive reviews, the more your book gets recommended on the platform. So it will always recommend the most engaged books. All right. So that is very important. Another thing that people do is a pricing strategy on Amazon. So what they will do in the beginning is maybe with friends and family, the first 10 copies, they literally put it at R0. And you're thinking, how? But why will I be on Amazon and put my product on Amazon for free? The reason they are doing that is they put it on 0, and then they'll tell 10 friends and family, please go onto Amazon and order the book for 0. What does it do? It communicates to the platform that within the first hour or the first day that you uploaded the product, you already made 10 sales. So it tells, remember, all these platforms work on an algorithm, the same way social media works on an algorithm. So now it indicates that there is demand for your book. After you've done those first few sales and you've got your reviews, you can adjust the pricing. Because now you've got more eyeballs and people that are actually seeing the product, all right? So I think what this is meant to show you is, yes, we need to list our products on these platforms, but list is only the beginning. You still need to work to make sure that your product that you've uploaded is visible to the audience. Does that help? Fantastic. I'm very happy to hear that. Let's hear from another person who's going to be listing on a marketplace. Great stuff. We've got a gentleman over here. Please remember to also introduce yourself. Tell us the business you're in.
My name is Sai.
Please do stand up so that we can see you, Sai.
So I'd actually like some advice. My business idea or concept is not a conventional one. We use like high-tech thermographic cameras and data solutions to basically equip engineers and maintenance teams. So we detect anomalies in electrical panels and mechanical systems. So we assist engineers detect a problem before it's fatal and before production lines are broken. So in terms like that, you can't really go on to these, how can I say, typical marketplaces. So how do you advise I grow in this field?
Okay, so there are two ways that I think you can grow in this. Number one, the first place I would recommend for you is online forums. Online forums. So there are different forums online which are groupings of people that have a particular interest in something. It could be a forum for engineers, a forum for people that have technical gadgets, a forum for people that are running businesses that have got technical components to their business. The reason you want to go into those forums, you can start with Facebook. That is really, really good. The reason you want to go into those forums is because you are entering into a group of your ideal customer. You're entering into a group where your customer is already there. Now, when you go into those forums, you want to make sure that you're not just going in there and selling. You want to go in there and add value. Because when you add value and you showcase to the people within those groups that you know what you were talking about, they are going to respond and say, can you help me? So you want to go into them and say, have you experienced this particular problem in running your business? Have you experienced XYZ? Did you know that? So that automatically is giving you credibility and you're adding value. And through that, you use it as a funnel to your business. Am I making sense? So definitely search for online forums and online groups. Then the other thing I also recommend is anytime you are in a type of business that requires information for people to understand what it is that you do, you need to have a conversation with your audience. Go live.
Go live on Facebook, go live on TikTok, go live on Instagram, wherever your audience is, and tell them about what it is that you do. Answer questions that they have. And through that engagement, you can then funnel them to becoming your customer as well. Does that make sense? Is that helpful? Great, fantastic. Thank you so much. Who's our next person? You see, we're having these conversations because we want this to become practical for you. No two businesses are the same, and that's why we are unpacking like this. All right, let's go to our next person.
Greetings to everyone. Hi. My name is Apona Kumalo, Assistant Entrepreneur, the founder and director of Zamantuma Global Enterprises. This is a company based on structuring businesses and elevating founders. How? By actually helping entrepreneurs develop the discipline, understand their market, refine their businesses, and step confidently into their business journey. Lovely. This is going to sound funny because we sort of touched base on what I'm going to say, but with that being said, it's very clear that we are not only just a selling business, but we're a leadership brand. Great. That means for us, our main audience, our main target market is our audience.
Yeah.
And that says we have to go live, we have to create content that can build trust.
Yes.
And then from that, people are now familiar with us, they trust what we say, and then we can now start our mentorship journey with them. And then after that, we can then host events. So now, with that being said, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook Marketplace is actually our target.
Yeah.
Is actually our target for reaching the audience. Why? Because with those sites, there is massive reach for audience. And also, WhatsApp channels and WhatsApp groups also, because we sometimes post our 20-day self and business mastery bootcamps, whereby we make sure that we connect entrepreneurs together so that we can work on the discipline, refining of ideas, and actually in this 20 days in this group, you actually get to get clientele. You are exposed to people with the like-minded. And yeah, thank you.
Great stuff, great stuff. Absolutely, Akona. You know, it's interesting the industry that you're in, because I was actually saying to somebody the other day that, you know, when I went to school, I never imagined that I would build my own career. We are at a time now when we are building our businesses, we are building our own career. One of the things I'm going to recommend for you, Akona, because, and I'll tell you, this is something that I did when I started with coaching and mentoring as well, is I used the live functionality to connect with my audience. You choose the platform that will be your primary platform. My primary platform was Instagram. So every single year, every single Wednesday for a year, I went live on Instagram. Come rain, come shine. Doesn't matter where I am. If I'm in my car, I will go live on Instagram in my car. If I'm at home, I will go live on Instagram at home. If I'm here, I would step outside and go live on Instagram. Every single Wednesday at 6 o'clock, whether I had 2 followers, 200 followers, or 2,000 followers, I went live. And I chose a topic that I would teach on: how to identify your ideal customer, how to advertise on social media, how to grow your income, etc. I would choose a subject, and all I would do is teach. All I would do is teach. If you are a knowledgepreneur, in other words, your product or your service is your knowledge, you need to give us your knowledge. And you start from free so that you can later charge a fee. Are we together? You start free. You give, so that you can charge a fee. When you give to people, when they see that you have got knowledge and information to share, they will start to ask you,
How much for a consultation? How much for a mentorship session? I need a one-on-one with you so that you can analyze my business specifically. And when you are growing an audience online, don't get tired. Don't get tired. There will be days you will post, they won't even comment. There'll be days you'll post, they won't like, they won't engage. But when you are consistent over time, people know that Akona is our girl. And they know that when they need help with their business, you are the person to go to. So have a strategy and be very clear and firm and consistent with it. And I promise you, you'll begin to see results. Am I making sense? All right, fantastic. Thank you so much. As we begin to come towards the end of this masterclass, I just want to reiterate some of the platforms that I shared with you, just to make sure that you are able to write them all down. All right. If you are selling a physical product, that means it is something we can touch. I want you to look into Take-A-Lot. You can look into Take-A-Lot, Amazon. You can also look into Clicks Online. You can look into Macro Online. I've got a fantastic lady who's selling her wines on Macro Online, and it's doing so well. Macro Online. Always look at the company and what they retail and see if your products can fit into there as well. Even ShopRite has an entrepreneurship program. You can go and check it on their website. So they bring in entrepreneurs within the food space, and they allocate shelf space and online space for you as well. So that is something that is really quite good. Do not forget F&B NAV, N-A-V Marketplace. NAV, N-A-V Marketplace. If you need more information, guys, today you don't need to go to the branch, ne? F&B has come to you, and they've brought the best of the best. So make sure during our networking break, you go to the back, have a conversation with them. If you need pay points, guys, can we start making it easy for people to pay us? Can we quickly just have that conversation? You guys make it so hard for people to pay you. Why, guys? Anytime demand. So much, why do you make it so hard? We want to pay you. Oh, sorry, I don't have a POS machine. Oh, no, sorry, I don't have. Guys, don't do that. Make it easy for us to pay you. Make it easy for us to give you money. If you don't have a POS machine, go and ask F&B. Even ask them about geo payments. You can accept money on your phone. All right, let's continue. There are also social media marketplaces. We spoke about Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace. There is live selling. You can sell live on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram. You literally go live. Let's say you're in the fashion industry. Guys, we are nearing winter and we are clearing out our summer stock. These are the items we have available for tonight only. It is this particular price. Here are the banking details. Call your friends, call your family, share this live. We are selling tonight. That is how you go live on social media, and immediately you sell. Are we together? You can sell anything, furniture, clothing, handmade good, arts and crafts, you can sell them. If you're in the food industry, you want to look at Uber Eats. You want to look at Mr. Delivery. All right. So these are just some of the different places that we have discussed. If you have got knowledge to share, You definitely want to look at Udemy, Udemy, Udemy. You want to look at Teachable. All right? If you've got a book, you want to look at Amazon Kindle. Kindle, Kindle. So as we begin to bring this masterclass to a close, I want to share a very quick story with you. Before Papa and I began in the knowledge and teaching space, coaching and training of entrepreneurs, we used to run a business called P&H Boutique. P&H Boutique. If you go onto Facebook, our Facebook page is there. We started that business, African print clothing, like the dress I'm wearing right now. And all of us know African print clothing, right? All of us know somebody who sells African print thing. We started our business in the spare bedroom of our house. And we said, let's just start selling online. We started selling on Facebook. We opened a Facebook business page and we started selling. We paid for different courses to learn how do we sell online? How do we grow an audience online? I want you to know that there is no shame in selling. As an entrepreneur, you must embrace selling. And the truth is, all of us are selling. Even in a corporate career and job, you are still selling. When you go for an interview for a job, you are selling. You are selling yourself as a potential employee. We used Facebook to sell clothing. That Facebook that we used to sell clothing was able to free us from our corporate job. I left my corporate job in 2016, and Papa was able to leave his corporate job in 2017 because of selling on Facebook. It was able to replace our income. We were able to get staff. We were able to open a factory. And after a while, we were no longer just selling online. We opened shops because we started on Facebook. Not one shop, not 2 shops, not 3 shops, not 4 shops, not 5, not 6. We had 7 shops nationwide. I am telling you this because I need you to expand your thinking. Your business might be based in Phoenix, but the world is your customer. You have got products and services that people need. Leverage the online space. Stop saying I'm not a social media person. Stop saying I am not a social media person. Are you a money person? Yes. Do you want to make money? Yes. So you go where the money is. You go where the money is. And there is money in the online space. Make a commitment that after this workshop, you are going to learn how to sell online. Are we together? Yes. Are you excited? Yes. Are you still excited? Yes. Fantastic. If you're excited, please be on your feet standing. I want us to affirm ourselves. Let's all be on our feet standing. Because today is a new day. And the things that have troubled us in our business are in the past. We have an opportunity to start a new chapter. We have an opportunity to be online and to expand and grow our businesses. Repeat after me. My business will grow in 2026.
My business will grow in 2026.
I will sell online.
I will sell online.
I will not be afraid.
I will not be afraid.
I am not afraid to sell.
I am not afraid to sell.
My customer needs me.
My customer needs me.
I am not shy.
I am not shy.
I am confident.
I am confident.
I tell people about my business.
I tell people about my business.
I will grow.
I will grow.
I will sell.
I will sell.
And I will monetize. Well done. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much for that, Hetty. How was that? Give her another round of applause. How was that? All right. I saw many of you taking notes. I even saw some of you taking video notes. I was so impressed. And one of the things that I took just from that talk there is where she said, your business may be based in Phoenix, but the world is your customer. We need to play on that in our minds as we work and as we look to move forward. We're going to be going straight through then from here into the networking break. I just want to mention a few things so that you are aware. The bathrooms are straight outside on the right and on the left. If you go straight through that gap there, you can get through to the bathrooms. At the same time, the exhibitors are here on my left. They're waiting for you. Now, I have spoken to the exhibitors and they have told me that they will accept shame money. If you go there and say, shame, let me pay for this, they will accept your money. So you're welcome to please go and engage with the exhibitors. The F&B team is also straight there at the back. Now, I want to let you know straight off the back, have any of you been to the branch before? And maybe like me, sometimes you have a problem and yet you don't go to the branch manager. It's a bit, hey, how do I get to the branch manager? Guys, I brought all of them here for you. Go to the back and ask them questions today. They are here to be able to aid in anything that you need. And a little birdie told me that they are launching a new POS and product system on the 15th of March. We are here just in time on the 15th of March. That is going to be, I believe, the cheapest in the market, they are saying. So please make sure, go and ask them, how does this work? How can I also participate? They're right there at the back to be able to engage and advise you. Now, let me let you know two things first around networking to make this easier for everybody. Because, of course, we all know the truth or the statement that it goes that your network becomes your net worth. But how do you network effectively? This is something that you can utilize today or any other day. Where is the roaming mic? Okay, roaming mic, let's try this over here. That gentleman here with the black just on here, let's try this and let me see if you guys can see what I am doing here networking. Okay, hi, my name is Papa. What is your name?
My name is Sai.
Your name is Sai. Okay, Sai, where are you based, Sai? You're based in Phoenix, Sai. And Sai, do you have a business, Sai?
Right now it's still conceptual.
Okay. And Sai, how did you hear about this event here today, Sai? Okay. And then, Sai, have you gained any value so far from the masterclass today, Sai?
Yes, about that.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Sai. Give Sai a round of applause here. I called him off guard. Now, does anybody know how many times I said Sai's name? Why did I use Sai's name so many times there? Does anybody know? When you meet somebody new, use their name as much as possible in the beginning. It sends a signal to your brain. Because now when I see him, what happens? Automatically my brain says, son. You all know his name. A man's name is to him the sweetest name in any language. How can somebody be part of your network? You don't know their name. You guys are brave. So that's number one. Now let me explain what I just did there between side, and I'll explain the steps. It's a very easy process to follow. I've had to follow this because, as I mentioned before, I studied actuarial science. My brain works with numbers, and I was not very good with people. Okay, so let me explain what we've done over the years. Step number one, when you meet somebody new to get them onto your network, step number one is to ask questions. Ask questions. That's step number one. Ask questions. Many of you are like how I started off. When you meet somebody new, what do? You just go and talk all about yourself. No. Try and be interested. Stop trying to be interesting. Step number one, ask questions. Step number two, find a connection. Find a connection. In a room like this, it's easy. Why? Because we're all business owners. But when you're outside of here, what do? Find a connection with guys. What's the easiest way to find a connection with another guy? You talk about the best football team in the world. Kaiser Chiefs. Find a connection. Okay. Then step number three, most important, go in that direction. Go in the direction where you have found a connection. It's just so much easier because then the conversation flows very easy. And you take somebody from a stranger to now make them part of your network. Okay, those are the three steps, okay. We're gonna enter into the break now. The time is now 11 o'clock. The break will probably end just about 11:15, 20 past 11. And then we'll all be able to come back. I'll repeat, the bathrooms are straight outside there. The exhibitors are here on the left. The F&B team is straight at the back. Oh, there's also popcorn and goodies made available straight at the back next to the F&B stable. Popcorn and goodies. And the last thing before we go into this break, the very last thing, I want you all to remember this. This is the most important, please. It happens all the time during the break. I want you all to know, I do not work for F&B. Okay, we are in partnership with F&B. The F&B team is there at the back. They're waiting for you to come and visit and to ask them the questions. A lot of you like to come with me with all the F&B questions. They're right there waiting for you. Okay, we're going to enter the networking break. We'll see you at 20 past 11. Thank you.
Sorry. Thank you. I see what you did there.
How are you saw that?
No, thank you. I've been working on my public speaking as well. So.
You will be able to ask different questions, burning questions, whether it's to do with your business, whether it's to do with the previous masterclass. This will be a session for you to ask for questions and we'll be able to sit and answer. Thank you so much.
All right, fantastic. Can you hear me? All right, great. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Papa. So this is our Q&A session. And this is a time where you and I, as well as Papa, get to have a conversation. It's a three-way conversation, and we really want to open up the floor to answer any burning questions that you may have. It could be related to the masterclass, such as online marketplaces and selling online, or it could be a general business question. But this is your time that we have together. We're allocating about a good 15 minutes where we can go into the Q&A. Any type of question. I got a question earlier on about coaching and mentorship, how to find a mentor. I was chatting to someone earlier on about funding. If you've got questions about that, how to find customers. So anything at all that is related to your business, let's get into that. All right. Just raise up your hands, or even if you want to share, maybe you have had an aha moment during this workshop and you want to share a little bit. I think that's good as well. Let me start by throwing the first question at you, Papa, whilst you guys also raise your hand and the roaming mic will come to you. I had a question earlier on about mentorship, how to find a mentor and how to be mentored. Papa, maybe you can start off by answering that for us, all right?
Yeah, I actually got that question earlier as well. And what I'll let you know, of course, on our side, the way that we run mentorship, make sure to get onto the WhatsApp group. We have a WhatsApp group for Phoenix. That's where we'll communicate all the different things in terms of the programs that we have. When we run mentorship, also we, of course, will run it on a national level. So we'll run it through master classes that we'll do online. And normally we'll do those as well once a month. So make sure just ask the team at the back, ask for Joyce at the back, and make sure to get onto the WhatsApp group. Then you'll always know when we're running our mentorship sessions. Outside of that, I want to be very honest with you. Many of the people that you want to mentor you are not going to have the time. They're really not going to have the time currently. What helped us a lot, especially in the beginning as we were growing, with the knowledge that many people we want to mentor didn't have the time, I used to read a lot of books. There was something that really irritated my spirit when somebody said, if you want to hide knowledge from the black man, put it in a book. I hated that thing, so I would read books to be able to understand, because with books, you are being mentored by this author. You are spending time with this author, arguing with them as you are reading. For instance, when I spoke about how Robert Kiyosaki was our mentor long before we ever met him, I read all of his books, 15 of them, some of them 3 times. I really got to understand the thinking of the man. I don't want what somebody else has got, I want their mind. So when you read a book, you really get to challenge your way of thinking, and you take things out and you think, oh, I can actually apply this into my business. It's actually quite useful. So I recommend that a lot. I recommend any of Robert Kiyosaki's books, Think and Grow Rich, How to Win Friends and Influence People. I'm always reading. Even this year, the target is to read 2 books every month. So just finished the 4th book earlier this week. Read as much as possible, especially business books. Nobody can take that away from you.
One of the things I really want to share on mentorship is that there are different types of mentorship. Even in this room today, we are being mentored. As Papa said, reading, listening to podcasts, and sometimes also being in the room. One of our mentors that has been mentoring us since 2017 is Busi Tengagwayo. And he has been a fantastic mentor. And let me just invite you now. We're actually hosting an event with him at the end of the year. He's going to be the keynote speaker. So if he's somebody that inspires you, I want to invite you actually into the room. We're going to be doing it in partnership with FNB, and that's towards the end of the year. It's called the Entrepreneurs Year-End Function. He's going to be there, and if that's something you're interested in, make sure you're in the Phoenix group, on the WhatsApp group. If you're not in, ask the team at the registration table to get you in. And what they will do is they will send you the link for you to be able to reserve your tickets. All right. So that is a form of mentorship as well. All right, let's continue with our Q&A. Do you have any questions on the floor? Please raise up your hands. It can be related to staff, it can be related to product development, marketing of your business, etc. Within the online space as well. Earlier on, I did receive a question around funding that I'll also direct to you, Papa. And the person was asking you to say, look, they've just started their business. What are the different types of funding that are available? Because often at times we just think funding is only cash, but there's cash for different things, aren't there? Maybe you can talk to us a bit about that and even refer us to the FNB team as well.
Yeah, so what we've experienced, of course, I'm not sure where they are now, okay, but the FNB team are able to advise on all the different elements of funding that they have. What we got to experience that I think is often neglected outside of the funding institutions and what they're able to offer, there are some that are gender specific. I know we spoke earlier, Devashni, were you? Yes, Devashni's over there. You advised me about a woman-specific funding that is currently being made available. Can we pass the mic through to her? Then some of you can also listen to hear a little bit more about this.
Business partners have launched their funding called the Southern Women Fund. And if you know business partners, they are a funding institution. They have both secured and unsecured lending facilities available. So if you need, that's strictly for women in business.
Okay, thanks so much for that, Devashni. So there's different institutions. Sometimes they'll have either it's a gender lens or a sector lens. And sometimes, I mean, you can just go and Google to say, I mean, this sector, which institutions offer funding in these type of areas, and you can be able to go and research. I will say this though, and this is something that we use a lot. Many times your best funder is your clients. Your base funder can be your client. So if you have a business that you can be able to just start off by selling a product or service to provide that proof of concept, you can get the funding that you need actually from your client. There's sometimes that we're looking for funding for an idea, we've never started it, we don't know how to market, we don't know how to run a business, and an institution unfortunately is not going to be able to give you money to start that off. And that helped us a lot in terms of that your best funder can be then your clients.
Absolutely, fantastic. That's such a good one because I think funding is always a big question. All right, do you have any questions on the floor? Are you feeling shy all of a sudden? All right, great. Roman Mike? Yes, please.
Good morning, everyone. Amanda Shongwe from Amanda Panda Treats. We partner with anyone for any location to cater and contribute to a lasting memory in any sort of baked treats and home treats. And if there's anyone in the room with a sweet tooth, we have sweet teas for lunch. Excellent. And ice lollies as well. Okay, so my question is when we start,
maybe just move back a step. It might just be, yeah.
when we start our organizations and businesses, we're wearing all the hats. And when it comes to a place where now we want to grow, we start adding to the teams. And I just wanted advice. What advice do you have when I'm now wanting to add people onto staff? Where's the best place for a business, small business person to look for things? I'm not going on LinkedIn now, but where can I consider, or maybe this person that I considered? I know we have very small bookkeepers and other things, but when I want to add people, where we see terrible mistakes that I should consider to avoid.
Absolutely. So there are different places that you can look. It also depends on the type of work that you want people to do for you. For example, if you're looking for, let's say, a freelancer, social media manager, or someone to create posters for you, or someone to make your business profile and things like that look good. On Facebook, there's a very nice group called Freelancers South Africa. It's a group, you join into that group on Facebook, and you've got different types of people. There are copywriters in there, there are editors in there, there are designers in there, all people that are in the creative space. Also, if the work that you want to be done is online, for example, someone answering emails, somebody setting up emails, somebody designing your website, or managing your website or your social media, there are platforms like Fiverr.com. Fiverr.com, Fiverr, Fiverr.com. Any service that they provide is usually $5. That's why it's called Fiverr.com. So if you're looking for somebody, that's able to provide those services, and sometimes you think to yourself, I'm in Phoenix, why should I get somebody abroad? One of the things I have found is that you can buy hours. We finish work maybe at 5 p.m., but if somebody's in the UK, they're 2 hours behind. That means you're getting an extra 2 hours in your day of somebody that's working in your business. So these are some of the ways that you need to think about it. So I will definitely check on groups on Facebook where you're able to find different specializations. If you're looking for an accountant, look for groups that have got accountants, because then you can get good referrals as well.
And then what I'll mention, and I keep going back to it because I'm in all the groups. Every workshop that we have, I and my team were in all the groups. Post it on your Phoenix group. When you're looking for different things, post and say, I'm looking for this type of individual to do something, whether it's accounting related or so on. In the beginning, that can also be helpful because they're already here in the community. And what I've seen with some of the older groups, if anything goes wrong, they come and report back into the community, and it's people within your community. It gets resolved very, very, very quickly. So make sure you get onto that Phoenix WhatsApp group. It's very, very effective when you're looking for different staff, partners, etc. Okay.
All right, fantastic. I think we have another hand up, Roman Mike. Just try to move a little bit, it might just be where you're standing. Okay, hopefully it's there.
So I am the founder and scientist of Monetise. We help you with the classes. Today my question to you is around marketing. So a lot of people on social media are speaking about personal branding and so I want to know how your advice on how can I use really building a personal brand to leverage and connect with my business to increase my marketing and
Absolutely. I highly recommend building a personal brand. Personal branding is one of those things that give you an added advantage. Remember, people don't just buy products and services, they buy into you. Some people buy from you because they like you and they form a relationship with you. So sometimes because we like somebody, they tell us, oh, I had a nice meal at this restaurant, we go to that restaurant. Or I watched this movie, it was great, then you want to watch that movie. So when you build your personal brand, you are increasing your profile and people like you. And one of the nice things with that is you can then use your personal brand to funnel it through to your business. You can share on your entrepreneurial journey of building your business.
the highs, the lows, the challenges, everything in between. And tell us about the passion. Why did you start this business? Why did you go into being an optometrist out of everything else that you could have done? What is the passion? And also, what are the benefits? What makes you keep leading your business? When people are now looking for an optometrist or a new pair of glasses, they remember you. Because you have a story that is now memorable. And because of that, they come to your business. And there's also that likability and that trust factor. Am I making sense? So I definitely highly recommend building a personal brand. Yeah. Was that helpful? Awesome, great stuff. We've got another question, I think, at the back.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Stand there. Nice to see you. We come out to see competition, and my question.
Yes.
So my question is basically around how to mobilize our audience and our target markets to, do more shopping online versus WhatsApp, which is someone online, and everybody's told when you explain the technique, it's understandable. So we do have a website, more of a web store, with the competitors. So we don't have to mention them yet.
Okay.
But we've had the website for like 2 to 3 months now, and our sales are all still like over WhatsApp, and 95%, close to 100% of all our customers, we like getting them from social media, basically an online business, but we struggle a little bit to get our target markets to use our website.
Oh, to use your web store. Okay, great. Papa, do you want to add to that?
What I'd recommend for you is change your target market to those that are on online marketplaces. They're already online looking to purchase things online, and there's a whole market available there. I'd say this with regards to when you're talking about your target market, and put it quite simply, your business and yourself, you are not a tree. You can move. So you can move where you're looking for a market. And there are many online marketplaces that you can check out and test out and see if it can work for you. If there's one online marketplace you try and it fails, cool, then try a different one, because those audiences, they're already online looking for different products and services. So that's something that I'd recommend. I don't know if there's something else.
Yeah, the only thing I would add to this as we bring the session to an end is that don't be afraid to research other businesses. Look and see what other people are doing, not only in your own industry, but other industries. If you are in the restaurant business, there's a lot you can learn from people in the beauty business. If you're in the beauty business, there's a lot you can learn from somebody in the cleaning industry. And sometimes when you take those strategies and you apply it to your own business, you find that now you become an innovator. Now it looks like you're doing something different. Study what other successful businesses are doing. If you want to grow online, look at those businesses that are succeeding online. What is it that they're doing? What is it that they're posting? Are they running ads? What is their messaging like? And then look at your business and see where you can tweak it and improve as well. That's another thing I would really recommend.
Okay, we're going to end off this Q&A session. Just before we end off, I'd actually received 2 of the same questions on the floor. The one gentleman had spoken to me about saying that he wants to supply a product or service, and he wasn't sure whether to approach, whether it's macro or which platform to take it through. And he also had a concern that he was purchasing the items from Temu. And I explained that you're not purchasing the items from Temu. You are sourcing globally. You are sourcing from China, from a Chinese factory. And now you are now going to be applying to see if you can be able to supply the different marketplaces, whether it's Macro or Amazon or Takealot. And the thing is, all of these platforms, like Hetty mentioned earlier, they all have different requirements that they need in order for you to list on their platform. And you can go and just Google it and research and just read through to be able to see which ones can make sense. It was so interesting because I discovered an individual just on Saturday, and his business was actually in manufacturing clothing, around African clothing, but stretchy African material. And he listed just one product in 2016 on Takealot, just one single product. He'd understand how the platform would work. Now he's added more and more and more products. His products are now available in 23 countries. And this is somebody based just here in South Africa. Use these platforms, these online platforms, because they've got a global and a very large database and a very large reach. And you can just test it with one product at a time. Okay.
All right, fantastic. So now that we've come to the end of our Q&A session, we are now coming into our collaboration session. Now, this is a very exciting part of our program. This is an opportunity for all of us in this room to actually be able to collaborate with each other. Remember, in this room, we have people that have got different products, different services. Your customer is in this room. Your next partner is in this room. Your next collaborator is in this room. Within this particular room, we already have an economy that is going. We have an ecosystem that is going. So there is opportunity for us to collaborate with each other. I remember last year when we were here in KZN, we were in Amashu, and there was a lady that was selling eggs. And she stood up during the collaboration session and she said, guys, I'm selling eggs. I'm looking for spaza shop owners who can stock my eggs. And in the room were 2 spaza shop owners, and now her eggs are being stocked in that spaza shop. She didn't need to look far. So in this room, our next collaborator, our next partnership is in this room. I want us to use this opportunity for us to be able to say, hi, I'm so-and-so, I'm running a business, and I am looking to get, SABS food certificate. Is there anybody in the room that can help me? And somebody can stand up and say, hey, I'm available, I can help you. All right. So maybe you are in the decor industry and you're looking to collaborate with people who do events, people who do catering, people who've got venues. You can stand up and tell us the collaboration or the thing that you might need. Please do not be shy, because this is now our time. We want for us to be able to say after this workshop, these are the different collaborations that have come from today. All right. So let's get started with that. And I'm going to pick on you, Cindy, so because you and I were having a conversation about your agri-business and the element of your business that you need support with. So roaming Mike, if you could go to Cindy so over there, and please just tell us where you are in your business and the type of support you're looking for. Let's stick to 2 minutes for each person. That will allow us to go through as many people as possible. All right.
Okay. Hi everyone, once again. And my name is Cindy Zwaritis, as we say. Actually, I have a registered business, which is Ezomusa Family and Projects. It is a family business which has to, because it hasn't started yet, but then I'm at the ground level of it right now. So the outstanding matter here is to get administration done properly, as in a business plan. If somebody can just help on that one mainly, because in order for me to apply for funding, that is the one that is outstanding immediately. So I'm not sure whether I can stop there.
Yes. I think there was somebody in the room who said they help with business plans, etc. Please stand up for us. Roaming Mike.
All right, so Cindy, so first and foremost, this is your girl over here that's going to be able to help. Please, can you just elaborate for us? I know you spoke very briefly earlier on. If you could go into a little bit more detail, 2 minutes, how you assist entrepreneurs' business plans. I remember you spoke of RFQs and things like that. Can you go into a bit more detail? Because I'm sure there are more people in the room that could use your services. Let's give you another mic. I just think that one might be a bit soft, I'm not sure. Just so that we can hear you nicely, okay?
Greetings again. My name is Wendy. My business is Mina Art Productions. While making money can be in art form, as far as I'm concerned. Alright, so what I do is, if you have an NGO, an NPC, a small business, I will assist you with any type of administrative and compliance protocols. So if you are looking for money, I do not provide loans. However, I will assist you in approaching any funder as long as you do meet the requirements. I take you through from the beginning of the cycle, the grant cycle. I will write the proposal for you. I will take you through the processes, everything that you need to know, everything that you need to be compliant on. I listen to what you need, and then we take it according to what your business needs. We also look at what the funder is looking for. So it's not just that there is a funding available, you need to know if you are the person that they're targeting. And if not, this one, then the next one will target you. So I will assist you with the entire process from start to finish. There is also a process of reporting where funding is concerned. Because if you're asking for a loan, you have to pay it back. But if you get a grant, then you need to report on what you did with the money. Now, the reporting can be financial and narrative. And you can also be applying for grants where you get equipment instead of finance, or you can get both, or you can get one or either. What you do is you always have to make sure that everything that is to do with compliance is up to date.
Fantastic. Can you please just share, if somebody in the room is hearing what you do and they feel that they'll need your service, how do they get in touch with you? Whether it's telephonically, email, social media, please do share with us.
Okay, you can get in touch with me through this group, the Phoenix group. You can get in touch with me via my cell phone. I've got my email. I will provide those details for you guys. You can approach me and I'll give it to you. But I'm hoping that I can actually use this platform to create a forum so that we can be able to talk at length.
Okay, all right. Great stuff. Okay, so Wendy is available during our next networking session. If you feel that she's providing a service that you need help with, please do go and chat to her as well. All right, so this is how easy it is. And all of us need some form of collaboration, even customers, to say these are the types of customers I'm looking for. If you are in the room, come and talk to me, all right? So who's our next person? A hand nice high up there. Roaming mic, we've got the gentleman at the back.
For the opportunity, my name is Joshua Christopher Chetty. I'm the sole proprietor of C. Joshua Consulting. We are a property management, property maintenance, and property development company. We are experiencing lots of issues within the eThekwini municipality. There is a shortage of housing. However, we can provide that, provided that we have the land. We currently having issues with acquiring land. So we are asking if FNB could assist us and collaborate, fund youth and companies that are doing property development within eThekwini municipality that would help us scale our businesses. Thank you. And big respect to our banker there, Mr. Tiro Davanga. He's a great gentleman. If you need any assistance and growing your business, I've been banking for about 16 years now. No issues. Thank you so much.
That's wonderful, Joshua. Thank you so much for sharing. Can you just share how we can get in contact with you? You never know, there could be somebody here who's got an area of land or to partner with
I do have a digital card. I will share my details with anybody that needs it. Thank you.
All right, fantastic. So Joshua is there. Please do go and network with him. Perhaps you're within the property ecosystem. You've got a piece of land that needs developing, or you've got ways in which you can support him as well. All right, fantastic.
Who's our next person? Please raise your hand nice and high. Roaming mic, we've got a hand at the back and at the front as well.
Good day, everyone. My name is Akona Kumalo from Zamandunga Global Enterprises, a company rooted in structuring businesses and elevating values. So in this room, I am kindly looking for people who are saying, I want to find myself in a room full of entrepreneurs. I want to find myself in a room full of people that help me grow and align with moving from having an idea to a business and actually tell me on how to scale. So through that, we help founders, we help connect founders through our initiative, which is the Founders Network. We host the Founders Table, whereby we connect founders, where we get to have these conversations, where you get to host business strategy workshops. So I'm looking for anyone who's actually saying, from today onwards, I'd like to do more of what you are doing today, because looking at today's, everyone is happy. I learned something, I network, I spoke. I'm here to say we do more than every month. And I'm also looking for everyone who's saying I'm in community work, because our company is Zamandunga Global Enterprises also ventures an NGO which is Dream to Empire, whereby we empower youth into thinking like entrepreneurs and actually changing their ideas and execute into businesses. So now I'm looking for someone who's saying I'm also in community work. So if ever you need a collaboration in such your person to go. My number is 072 223 2603. We also host our 20-day Self and Business Mastery Bootcamp for 20 days, whereby you get to learn everything about business, you get to gain clientele, you get to network, and actually be in a room or in a space whereby you have other people that can also help you market your business. Thank you.
Great stuff. Thank you so much, Akona. So that's really good. That's a very nice platform you can plug into. Roaming mic, we've got a hand up here in the front. And I think we can take maybe one more person. So if you know you would like to share, just raise up your hand so that the roaming mic comes to you. We've got a gentleman over there. That will be our last person. Please go for it.
Sangonani Ogospi. On my side, I own a special school. So if you have parents that has children, autistic, ADD, ADHD, dyslexia, we take from preschool to age 20. Those who are age 20, they are on pre-vocational side. Secondly, our needs are upholstery, a facilitator. If you know a person who can teach upholstery woodwork, a person who can do both, the facilitator teaching the kids and also practicals, because some of you can be more of practical but fail to teach. Remember, these kids, they take very slow. So we need a person who can understand. We also, unfortunately, you said we are on the starting. We also need agricultural people, because on the previous slide, we offer gardening, poultry and stuff. So we also need those people. Whatever that has to do with ECD to age 20, you need to avail yourself and see how we can work together. But please spread the news. I'm on Facebook, Zameni Learning Center. It's a short word, but across all social media platforms, it's Zameni Learning Center. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
The number is 072 649 9102. 072 649 9102. The book part is for both parents and teachers. Once you read the book, you will know how to handle your child. There is no rude child. There is no isidomu. So please buy the book.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And you know, some of these things, they're good to know. Some of us, we know of companies that want to do CSI projects in June during Youth Month, even on Mandela Day and things like that. These are the places we can go
lend our 60 minutes, see how we can be able to support them as well. So also think about it from that perspective as well. All right, thank you so much. Let's hear from our final person there at the center. Yebo. Yebo.
Okay, my name is Sandiso Mchiane from Sublime Financial Service. It's a registered company that we deal with the insurance. We deal with commercial, business, and personal. But today, because everyone who's here is an entrepreneur, we want to partner with you. You need to protect your business. You need also to minimize the risk. Some people, they use their last money to buy maybe the items, to buy maybe the equipment. When maybe they steal that item, you will lose also the business. I'm here just to encourage you that we are here as Sublime Financial Services. We are here to help you, to assist you, to grow with you. You cannot run away in this time in South Africa and run away from the insurance. You need the insurance. You need to secure your business. Even if you have Uber business, you have motorbikes for Uber Eats, or you need to insure your business. Also, we also cover the GIT. I see like the brothers there, they have the toilet paper in the event where the car is hijacked on the road. The GIT will be covered. You will be paid for the items. So if you need any information, please contact me. I'm available 24 hours.
How do we contact you?
Okay, my number is 061-580-4998. We do have also the social media page, Sublime Financial Service. Okay, yeah, that's all. Thank you very much.
That's great. Thank you so much.
And also available until it's finished.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. I think what you're doing is so important because we definitely need that business insurance. Roaming mic, if we can also take the mic to the back there, to our team at FNB. Afternoon, everyone. I think I saw it fit that I take the opportunity to address some of the questions that I've been hearing. Come up a lot, particularly around how can FNB assist with funding, etc., etc.
Yes.
So just to clarify or provide guidance, because this is what the purpose of these sessions are. In terms of our lending criteria, and I'm speaking particularly to business owners, the entrepreneurs, we do have a minimum set of criteria checks that we look at. If you're approaching us, you are running your business, we would obviously require that your business is trading for at least a period of 6 to 12 months. Why? Because if you are approaching us for 100,000 loan, we need some basis and some ground to be able to establish whether your business is good enough for that 100,000. Why? Because that 100,000 that we on lend to you, it's not my money, it's not Yuri's money or Tim's money, it's our grandparents' monies that have retired, that have invested their funds in there, which we owe them interest and the return on their capital. Yes, we also have a duty of empowering the economy through lending through our facilities, but we need to do so responsibly. One of the responsibilities is making sure that we are lending to somebody that is able to afford. That's one aspect. The business is not ran by itself. It's ran by a jockey, you, the director. You can, fair enough, have the required turnover flowing into the account. However, if you have a personal account with Edgar's or whatever, that is not in good order.
that you're not conducting in an appropriate manner, that will also impact on that application or bank's willingness to lend accordingly. There's something that we say that we bet on the jockey. So there's also that element. I think in terms of things like security and collateral, excuse me, are some of the things that we do look at as well. But to provide clarity when it comes to collateral or security, that becomes just a sweetener to the bank or just a buffer, because the main thing that the bank has to satisfy itself and its shareholders and the owners of that money is the element of affordability. So questions that we tend to get also is, I have a farm or a land that is worth 200,000. I want a loan from you just for 50,000. Can I give you that land and you give me the 50,000? The land is not working to pay the bank. There's no serviceability of that loan. And I'm saying these things in this forum proudly because as a lender, those are the things that we look for, the things that you may not be close to. So starting now, you can be able to start making sure that you are working on what the bank requires of you. And this will be mostly from any other lenders as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. That's very helpful because it allows us to really understand what is required of us. I think in closing off our collaboration session, don't forget to actually go to FNB at the back and say, how can you help me? How can you partner with me to be able to help and grow and scale my business? FNB has got a lot of other educational elements to their platforms, such as Sundaba, where you can actually be able to go on there and learn a lot more. Ask them about the marketplace in the different areas that they've got available as well. So this brings us to the end of our collaboration session. We really look forward to hearing of all the amazing collaborations that have taken place as a result of this workshop. Thank you for your time. I'm going to hand back to Papa, who will continue the rest of the program.
Thank you so much for that. And thank you for engaging. Thank you for engaging. It was so interesting as different people spoke about the collaboration opportunities that they had. You start to see when the contact numbers provided, there's always 3 to 4 different people in the room. I'm watching where they're taking down the number. It's always so interesting. So it's good to see. I'd like to ask for our judges to come and make their way this side. The judges, if you can make your way through. We're about to enter into the pitching segment. So if the judges can make their way through, we're about to enter into the pitching segment. Just one thing quickly I found interesting, just to end off from the collaboration session. We were at a workshop that we ran. Where was it? I think it was in Kagiso. Yes. And it's interesting, I want to let you know about the collaboration. A gentleman came to me afterwards and he said, no, I didn't raise my hand to talk about what I need. I don't want to collaborate with anybody here in the room. They're all poor like me. They don't have any money. I thought, oh God. I told him that's such a terrible attitude. In that very same workshop, there was a lady that stood up. There was a lady who stood up. She had a business around making kitchens. She did kitchen renovations. And she ended up collaborating with a gentleman who worked with wood. He was a carpenter, he worked with wood. And together, because she provided granite tops, she gave us the feedback. That from that room, after speaking about the collaboration, she and that gentleman, they got together and they got a client from that very same audience. And the bill that the client ended up paying for to renovate their kitchen was 150,000 Rand. Never underestimate your own community. Okay, good. So we're going to enter into the pitching segment. So as I mentioned before, we received, I believe it was 63 pitching applications. Unfortunately, we're not able to listen to everybody, but they have selected just a few to be able to come through and pitch. You know who you are, you've been communicating with Joyce, but when I call your name as well, just make your way to my left over here. So that's Simo Makatini. Simo Makatini, please make your way to my left. There's also Zinzi Manana. Zinzi, please make your way to my left. There's also Zandile Makanya. Zandile, please make your way to my left. Also, there is Noli Koa. Noli, please make your way to my left over here. There's also Linda Sibia. Linda, please make your way to my left. Linda, please make your way to my left. That's Linda Sibia. There's Nzozo Mvuna. Nzuzo, please make your way to my left as well. Then there's Wendile Ntembu. Wendile, please make your way to my left. These are all the finalists. Rejoice would have communicated with you earlier, so you know who you are. Please make your way to my left. Now, I want you to know what's going to happen here. We have communicated with these individuals and we've given them specific questions that they need to answer. But we've also told them that they only have 2 minutes to pitch. 2 minutes to pitch. And in their pitching, what they need to be able to communicate are answering specific questions. So the specific questions that we want answered is they must tell us, who are you? Tell us about yourself. Who are you? We also want answered, what is your business? Tell us a little bit about your business. We want to know, what problem are you solving? What problem does your business solve? We also want to know, how does your business make money? How does this business make money? We want to know, what is unique about your business? What makes your business different? We also want to know, what will you do with the money? If you win this pitch competition, what will you use this money for? And also, how does the audience reach you? We want to know, how does the audience reach you? So these are all the different questions that we want answered, and they only have 2 minutes. Now, I want to remind you, you and I, we have a contract. We have a contract, and that contract is high energy, especially when they come onto the stage, the pitch applicants. It's not easy to be on a stage in front of your community and pitch like this. So we are all going to encourage them. Is that correct? Guys, come on, we need more energy than that. Is that correct? Yes. Thank you. Are we ready for our first participant? Our first participant that we're going to welcome to the stage is Simo Makatini. Please help me welcome Simo to the stage.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, they said I have 2 minutes, so I shouldn't waste any second of that. My name is Simo Makatini. I have a master's in education, so that will explain itself in my pitch. We have business of 20 manufacturing distribution, where it's sitting right on the table. We are based just up the road in Greenberry, right next to Greenberry Community Hall. And what we do in our business is we not just make it for the paper, but then we have this network of resellers and people who are doing their own brands. And what we're doing with this is we're basically trying to move people from mere selling for the paper to owning businesses, having infrastructure, having tools that support their brands to grow. I mean, this is 2026. You can go on our TikTok, you find competition. We are very, very big on branding. We lead by example. So this is what we do. We have packs there as examples. And if we win in this competition, hopefully so, we'll use the funds basically to get a DTF printing machine so that we'll be able to control the supply of the branding that we offer to our customers and basically support these people with more effective energy. And we are also trying to learn from the people who are here to mentor us today on how to basically master people, or like we do master class, where we are training people on toilet paper manufacturing before. And we're trying to grow that into brand incubation. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that, and also for respecting the time. Now, I'll let you know, why do we tell them 2 minutes? It's an elevator pitch. This is an elevator pitch that they are required to give us. And I'll tell you, because sometimes when we're going to explain to an investor or to our client, they don't have the whole day to listen to you. You need to be able to spend the time and just put it together and think, what really is my business is about, and get that into 2 minutes. And that's why we're training everybody here to be able to learn that same skill. Our next participant that we have coming through will be Zinzi Manana. Please help me welcome Zinzi to the stage.
My name is Zinzi Manana. I'm a very passionate farmer. I run this basket, which is a farming and agro-processing business. Processing real food. So what we do is that we produce organic, real quality produce, and then we transform it into real food. Because what we notice is that with today's food in the market, there's lots of sugar, artificial products, and there's artificial additives. So what we do is that we provide you with an organic product. So how we make our money, we sell our products to retailers, and we also sell our products to direct consumers as well. So what we'll do with this money, it will help procure pipe lines so that we can plant more organic foods. And basically, you can get in contact with us on our Instagram page, which is veg_table basket, or on 083 551 2015. And remember, with your support, we help in South Africa get rid of the poison, which is poisoning our society, our governments, with anxiety and all these ailments like high blood. So thank you very much.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And thank you so much once again for respecting that time there. One of the questions that we asked them to answer, of course, is what problem are you solving? What problem does your business actually solve? And part of that is so that you can spend the time to really think, what actually is the essence of my business, and what problem does this business actually solve, and to make sure that that is easy to be able to communicate through to potential investors or to other clients as well. Our next participant that we have coming through is Zandile Makanya. Please help me welcome Zandile to the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zandile Makanya from Monetise. We are based in Maryland. What is the business that we producing? Sauces, chili sauce and beetroot sauce from our own produce, and we also supply boxes and pick and pay with fresh veggies. And we recently started to supply super saving PAB with our sauces. And the unique selling point is that it's locally produced farm-to-table sauces with the pan. And what are we going to use is the pan soap. At the moment, we are using the handheld machines, so we like to get the blender as the demand is getting higher and higher because of the taste of our products. And how can you guys reach us? We've got an email address, which is trading@gmail.com,
And you can call us on 0833 7188 748. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're getting through these right along. We are getting through these right along. You know, one of the questions that we also ask is what is unique about your business? We ask them to answer what is unique about your business. And part of that is to make one think and spend the time to think in terms of what is unique about my business. Because if there's nothing unique about your business, it means you have a me too business. What is a me too business? Oh, my neighbor has started this business. Okay, me too. No. Spend the time to just think in terms of how to make your business stand out from the crowd and stand out from the competition as well. Now, I want to let you know, I've seen the middle section getting very low energy. I want to see more from you. It's not easy coming onto the stage as they're going to come out in front of their community to pitch. I want to see more energy from this middle section over here. Our next participant that we have coming through will be Noli Kowa. Please help me welcome Noli to the stage.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Noli Kowa, Noli for short because, English. I bought my business from my previous employer. I traded under his name for 5 years, or his brand for 5 years. And in 2023, we launched our own brand, Umilo Express Plant Hire. We supply equipment to construction, DIY, and the likes. The problem we solve for customers is to minimize the outlay that they put for equipment when they purchase equipment. And because if they spend the money on purchasing equipment, then they have to store the equipment, insure the equipment, as well as account for depreciation. So we make money by purchasing the equipment and hiring it out to the customer as and when they need it. So they pay for a daily hire on ad hoc, saving them the trouble of maintaining the equipment because we'll be there to service it should anything happen on the site. So we make our money by charging on a daily rate. Or a monthly rate if it's a long-term customer. Our unique selling point is that we promise you no downtime with our equipment. As long as you communicate with us, we'll be able to respond to site either with a swap out or with a service on site, or even with training your staff so that you don't experience any issues. With the funding, we would use it for marketing, like I mentioned earlier. We launched a new brand. I'm not the best marketer in the world, so we need to spend money on marketing so that the brand is well known in the community. And our contact details, well, you can find us on our website. You can interact with the website, have a look at the equipment. We put a little description of what each machine does for those who don't know, and then you can request a quotation and we'll be able to respond to you there. Otherwise, 0310109077. Not said that quickly, but my table is over there here. And the other thing is, I was put through school by my mother's employer boss from grade 2 to matric. And my initiative is to pay back to the community. Last year, I had a child start on Banyane at Hooker's High School through Umilo Express Plant Hire. And this year, we've got Luande Mazizisa at Alexander High School. Thank you.
Very, very confident pitches here. Very confident pitches, which is one thing we like to see. The other question that we ask is, how does your business make money? How does your business make money? And I'm repeating these as you'll see, because I'm seeing you taking notes to see all the different questions that we ask. I saw this actually even just last year around June when I attended a funding summit. It was in Sandton. And attending the summit, they had, it was a Dragon's Den style where people could pitch their business. They had about 40 different institutions listening as these businesses would pitch. There were some businesses that stood on the stage and they were asking for 5 million rand. There was some on the stage asking for 15 million rand. There was somebody who went onto the stage and asked for 20 million rand. And I thought it was so interesting. They had not guided them in terms of how to pitch. The individual who asked for 20 million rand, she spoke for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, and I felt this so unfair. Because at the end of the 5 minutes, we all sat there the same confused. Because we were thinking, 20 million you want, but how will this business make any money? You have not explained to us how this business will make money. So it's very important to be able to articulate and explain, whether it's to client or investors, how the business will make money. Okay. Our next participant that we're going to have coming through to the stage is Linda Sibia. Please help me welcome Linda to the stage.
Good day, everybody.
Oh, is that Linda? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this Nzuzo.
Yeah, that's
Nzuzo. Okay.
Experience whereby years ago I was hijacked in commercial opportunity. It was a tragic moment for me. So what Secretary does is look about the biometrics, security systems for better. So with us, nobody can ever hijack you without paying your system. So the problem that we solve now is crime. Then our unique selling point is that our security system can scan your facial and tell who the person is who's behind the wheel. Without that authorized person, the car can't move. Or if it moves, it will tell you who was behind the car through the biometrics facial recognition system. And our revenues, we are selling we sell biometric security systems, and we have our multi-cloud monitoring system, and we partner with insurance companies. And if we win today, it will help us to grow our business by having our prototype, and we will be able to showcase our product. And you can find us on 073 524 712 or in our email address, which is socialmedia@gmail.com. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. We got our second loss that will be coming through, and I'll let you know. I'm chatting to them and I'm seeing how they're excited to be able to come onto the stage. One of the questions that we ask is, what will you do with the money? What will you do with the money? I'll tell you an interesting story. We had, as we discussed, our entrepreneurs year-end event, and I remember it was 2 years ago, we held a pitching segment just like this. And of course, the individuals were excited to be able to pitch in front of the different institutions and as well as pitching in front of Vusi Tebakwayo. This young man came through and he pitched, and all the judges told him, you would have won except for your answer in terms of what will you do with the money. He was the best person to pitch, but do you want to know what his answer is when answering what will you do with the money? He said, I have worked so hard the whole year. When I win this competition, I'm taking myself on holiday. Guys, we want to know how will this business help how will this money help the business grow? We want to know how will this help the business? And it was for that reason he did not win that pitching competition. He was 24 years of age, and that was a tough lesson to learn. But now you are all learning, and that's why we take lessons from all of this so we can all do better if we get such an opportunity, isn't it? Okay. We have our second last participant that we're going to have come through. My group on the left, I'm seeing low energy. I want more energy. It's not easy to come onto this stage. I want higher energy from this group here. Our second last participant is Nzuzo Mvuna. Please help me welcome Nzuzo to the stage.
Using the mic.
Yeah, sure.
Good day, everyone. My name is Nzuzo Mvuna, the founder and director of Pharma Foods, proudly based in Durban, Bamashi. My journey started with simple challenge and so many families and informal traders and small businesses struggling to access reliable and affordable treatments. Some had to travel far, while others could
not get sufficient supply. That is where Amazon Food is stepping today the resource quality, fresh from trusted abattoir, and deliver it to also resellers, restaurants, and catering businesses across Japan and surrounding areas. What started as a small hustle has grown into distribution network that supports local economies and helps small food businesses operate with confidence. Amazon Food is not just selling meat; it's about feeding communities and creating opportunities. We proudly supply informal traders, Shusanyama, restaurants, and households, helping them run their businesses and feed their families. We also believe in institutions such as DUT and public sector colleges can play a big role in supporting local suppliers like us, supporting economies. With the right support, our goal is to secure a cold storage, acquire a refrigerated truck, and expand our deliveries and create more jobs for young people and in our community. Together we can build a food supply system that is local, reliable, and empowering. If you would like to partner with us, or you can get us on our website www.amazonfoods.co.za. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We are now at the final end here. We are with our final participant. Now, I want to tell you something. I was at the back with our final participant. They are very nervous. They are the last person to pitch. But you are all going to let them know that they've got nothing to be nervous about, isn't it? They must come out here and they must tell us their story, isn't it? And we all want to hear their story. Our last participant for today is Wendile Ntembu. Please help me welcome Wendile to the stage.
Our company provides services where you are looking for funding, we provide services where you can do a proposal to get 2 grants. We provide proposals to those and cycles from beginning to end. Our company is solving, but not only is it, you get access to finance. The second problem related to trying to solve is actually providing you information, especially class of finance. How you can reach me is via our email, planetable@gmail.com or also X1 the number you can call and WhatsApp on. The way that we charge for our services depends on how much work you've done. If it's only just front, the almost likely, it starts for each other things, goes way up, or just up there. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So those are your finalists for today. I think they've done a good job. Give them all a round of applause. That's not easy to be on the stage. We're going to enter into a break now to allow the judges to deliberate, to determine who will be our winner from Phoenix. I'll let you know once the judges have worked out. I remind you the bathrooms are straight outside. Ladies on the right and the gentlemen on the left. There's exhibitors still available for you. The F&B team also available at the back. The time now is 12:42. I'll let you know when to come back after this break. Thank you so much.
Turn around, back it up. Go ahead, do your stuff. Turn around, back it up.
I just need to swap out some batteries here and recorder. Tastes like powder. Powder. Smells like put the thing out.
What you gonna do?
Mm-hmm. I came to collect. If I can't go through the father, I go through the mother. You know, you just help the opposition. There's just 200 kgs gains from these two seats. 200 kgs.
the announcements. And interestingly, I am shocked, Precious, that you are still here. I'm shocked because they arranged only an hour for Precious to be with us earlier in the morning. And Precious, I see, she told me that this has been too engaging and she's been too excited to engage with all of you, and she has stayed longer, which is great. So we're gonna have the team that will come through to announce what the winners are and their rankings, and we're gonna be able to welcome through Precious back to the stage. Help me welcome Precious back to the stage. Thank you.
I had to cancel all my other appointments today. It's too good to be here. Yeah, well, it is nice to be here. The slot is, yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one. Why? Because I think we all heard our entrepreneurs come on stage, pour their hearts out in terms of their businesses, the differences that each and every of their businesses brings about into the community, into the economy at large. From a judging perspective, a very tough one. I wish I was not the one doing this one, but nonetheless, we shall carry on. I think before we mention, we call up the people, I think they all did an amazing job. It was a very difficult decision made by us. And I think if we were all to reflect over and above these presentations here, if you were really to reflect on the amazing work that they're doing that is not maybe in the media or whatever the case is, I think they all deserve a round of applause. Thank you. I will start announcing from the number 3. This person captured and answered entirely in terms of what was required from the pitch and was able to take the slot of number 3. And that person I will ask to come up on stage is Simo Makatini. Total tissue.
The second one, just before announcement, just asking for a drum roll on the table.
Okay, cool. Well done.
Thanks. All done. This is also for you. Stay in the middle and then let's take a picture. You can have this face the camera. Oh, okay, cool.
Well done, for the next person I'm going to call, I'm going to ask for some drum rolls, please, as we announce the second person. Is that the best you can do? Am I the person standing between lunch and... My apologies. Then let's get straight onto it. The second runner up is Noli Kowa of Umlilo Express.
Hey!
Thank you so much.
Nice
sorry.
This is for you.
Thank you very much.
Come stand here in the middle.
Thank you.